Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you are really welcome. I'm Jane and my husband Mike is behind the camera. We're British, early retirees, debt and mortgage free, and living a thrifty, frugal and money saving life on a super tight budget here in Brittany in northwest France. And every Friday we open our kitchen and share something food related with you. And this week I'm going to be cooking for you. When I see something on a really good offer in the supermarket, I bring that home, and I bought smoked sausages on a very good price. I divided the pack up and put half of them away and knew they needed using up. So I've cooked this before and showed you a photograph of it, and everyone was like, can you give me the recipe? So here is the recipe today for our sausage and potato casserole. It's very much along the lines of a French version of tartiflette, of the French recipe tartiflette, but I have made it with smoked sausages. So let's get into the kitchen and get cooking. To run through my ingredients that I'm going to make my sausage and potato casserole. If you've ever eaten tartiflette, this is very, very similar. So I've got here a kilo of potatoes, 2 onions, I have a 500-gram pot of full fat creme fraiche. I'll use about half of that. I've got 4 small smoked sausages here. I could get away with 2, but I'd frozen 4, I've defrosted 4, I'm going to use them up. And I've got some sheep's milk cheese here, but you can use any cheese you like. You can use grated cheese, grated cheddar, you could use a soft cheese, a camembert, any cheese, just you're going to sprinkle cheese on top of it. And I'm going to add a glass of wine to this, which is going to add some kind of acidity to this really. And I was thinking that if you did not have any wine, you could add in maybe 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar or white wine vinegar to a glass, and then just top the rest up with water. So you've got that sort of wine-ish taste in the background, so it gives it some acidity. So that's what I'm going to make. And you can see my wine, $2.29 a bottle. It's really cheap. It's not great for drinking. I might have some with some sparkling water in the summer, but it's not my favourite. But what I do with this, when I don't use all of it, is I pour it into a jam jar and put it in the freezer, and then I can use it another time. So those are my ingredients. I have washed and sliced my potatoes, and I'm going to part cook these, not until they're mushy or soft, but until they are just cooked. And then I'm going to saute my onions and add in the rest of my ingredients. So you saw there that I added in some oil to my butter, and I do that so the butter doesn't burn, but I still have the lovely buttery taste. Let's get those onions in that nice hot pan and saute them away. Keep stirring them because I don't want them to burn. Next, I get my chopped smoked sausages in there, and again, I keep turning them because I don't want them to burn. Let's add in my dry white wine and cook it away. I save a little bit to add later. Next goes in half my pot of creme fraiche. You could always use sour cream if you don't have creme fraiche. Stir it away and cook it down a little bit. You can see me checking my potatoes there in the background. Let's give it some seasoning now. I'm adding in plenty of black pepper in there and just a pinch of salt because the sausages are quite salty themselves. There we are.
it's all ready to add to my potatoes. Well, let's get this dish assembled. I've got 2 dishes, one for today and one for another day. So you can see I put my potatoes in first, and then I layered on my onions and sausages and sauce. More potatoes are going to go on top of that. And finally get some more of the potatoes and onions in there. Don't waste any. And I might add a bit more wine in there because it just adds the sauce in. And finally, I'm topping it with my grated cheese before I pop it into the oven at 180.
We're going to have just the simplest salad with this. I've got lettuce and tomatoes, but I was going to share with you that I make our own vinaigrette. I use olive oil, I've got cider vinegar, and I use a spoon of Dijon mustard, and I do it 3 to 1. So 3 parts oil, so 3 tablespoons of oil to 1 tablespoon of vinegar to 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard and a sprinkle of salt and pepper. Get it into a jam jar and give it a good shake. And I'll stir it through the salad just before I serve it. So there we go. That's how I make my own salad dressing. And there is the finished sausage, potato and onion casserole with some salad. Thanks everyone for watching. We'd really appreciate it if you can hit that like button. Thank you to all subscribers, old and new. We love your comments. We read every single one of them. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.